Hello and welcome to our Friday video. So this one's going to be short and sweet. I want to wish you guys a very happy Thanksgiving. We've had a heck of a semester. We're not through it yet, but we do, for the first time this semester, have a little break. So I hope you guys have rest and recharge. I hope you stay safe and enjoy yourselves. So there we go. We're looking for utility, but we're also looking for safety and people staying healthy. So you guys work on those things. That's a lot of things to actually maximize at one time if this is an optimization problem. So we often think of it as optimizing one thing subject to a bunch of constraints. That's how we mathematically handle when there's a bunch of factors that we're weighing against each other, trade-offs like we talked about. So I'm going to leave you with one last opportunity for extra credit before we go away for break. And so this involves Thanksgiving. We've talked about consumer theory, where people are going out and they are making choices about how to spend their time, how to spend their money. What they're doing is they're maximizing utility, getting as much happiness as they can from what resources they have available. So there's some budget constraint, some time constraint. They're making the choices that make them as happy as possible, given those constraints, as much utility as they can. So you could think about something like a Thanksgiving dinner as something where consumers are choosing to get as much utility as they can subject to the stuff that they have around them. So that is Thanksgiving as a consumer choice problem. We're situating Thanksgiving dinner within consumer context then. We also talked about firms, and that's what we've been talking about for several weeks now, talking about the different factors of production and the cost curves that are associated with that, short-term, long-term, marginal cost, average cost. Now we're talking about market structure. Well, you can think about Thanksgiving dinner as something that is coming out of a production function. So it is, a product that is made to be consumed by others. And, there's a lot of things that go into it. There's the food, there's the labor. So those are our classic inputs into a production function, right? Is human work together with some natural resources, input sort of things like food. There's also capital involved, the kitchen that you're working in, for example. So that is Thanksgiving dinner in a producer context, thinking of it as like a firm that's making a Thanksgiving dinner. So for you and your experience this Thanksgiving, it may look a lot different because of COVID-19. So some of you may be actually making your own Thanksgiving dinner for the first time because the big family extended group that you normally gather with may not be able to. So it may be much smaller groups gathering, which means you may be much more involved or responsible for parts of it. Your extra credit comes from sending me an email, jacob.bile@wku.edu, saying whether you're thinking of Thanksgiving dinner more from a consumer side or a producer side. So are you thinking of it in terms of, I'm going to get as much happiness as I can out of this? Or are you thinking of it in terms of, what things do I need to be able to make the stuff that we need to make? So consumer or producer, which perspective dominates? There's going to be elements of both, right? For you, this Thanksgiving, which one dominates? So send me a short email that tells me that, and you'll get some extra credit points. And with that, have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you guys. We'll see each other after the break. It'll all be virtual then, but we'll be able to wrap up some big ideas and hopefully finish out the semester strong. So thank you.